to you.
Oh God, can we believe it's almost June?
Can't believe it, babe.
Like, doesn't that just feel so
But
good?
why am I in a puffer jacket?
I don't know, darling. But you got your shoes out.
Yeah,
you got your toes
I'm
out.
actually a bit confused today in my
The weather
outfit.
is confused.
Because I've got a ripped jean
It's
on.
not you, it's the weather.
I've got a ripped jean on. Have you noticed?
Yeah, you've got a ripped jean. I didn't even clock.
Yeah, I found these, babes.
Yeah, cool girl, babe.
Yeah, and then I've got my toes out, but then I'm in a puffer and I've got a baby. You know, it's
Little
quite
vest
confused.
on.
It's quite confused.
I mean, I love a green puffer jacket. A green bomber jacket.
Yeah, me too. But this one,
I just
feel
think
the
it's
sleeves
like
absolutely humongous.
I've got a really good one from Anine Bing.
Yeah.
And I just think it is just the perfect jacket.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because I think you can put a hoodie underneath
You can
when it
indeed.
gets a bit chilly
You can indeed.
and it looks cool.
Mm-hmm.
I think you can go like white vest and blue jeans like you're sporting today.
Heels, you can dress it up.
Heels, you can dress it up. I just think it's such a good
You can
jacket
dress
to
it
have.
down.
You can dress
some
it
joggers
down.
and some trainers.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
So versatile.
It is, babes.
Yeah, babes.
You know who our icons actually are? Trini and Susanna.
Yeah.
Trini and Susanna.
Yeah.
Isn't she an icon?
Yeah, the icons,
Trini
the
is
legends, the
still
moment.
round
She's on
these
King's
streets.
Road. She's on King's Road.
Yeah, she's still
got
round
all
these
those women wearing
streets.
those sparkly vests.
Because when Mum came to visit in London, I was like, do you want to go into Trini?
I know, yeah,
And,
same with
like,
Fiona.
Get some of the mature makeup, the mature skin.
Trini was in there as well.
No way.
Fiona was getting starstruck.
No way.
Yeah. We didn't go in. We peered in from the window.
The only thing about Trini, she makes the staff wear those
Sparkly
silver
vests.
sparkly blazers.
Yeah.
And
It's giving sabotage.
Every time I see them, I think, God, that must be scratchy and quite
I
hot.
know. But I think they
A
love
silver
it.
sequin every day.
It's not our generation.
Yes.
Like, the mums love the silver sequin.
Yes.
But like, imagine if we made poor Lucy wear a silver sequin. Imagine if we gave Lucy a uniform. Every time she came in, she had to have a uniform on.
No, that's so cruel. Like,
Full sequin suit. Right, Lucy, we're changing things up. We just need to make this feel a bit more professional. So we want you to wear a uniform.
we'll provide you with 7 sequin suits. All right.
And then we'll have a pamphlet that she can get 20% off staff discount that she has to rebuy.
Yeah, it's like you have to buy the suit for yourself. When it's Christmas time, we're going to change the Pantone to red. Aww. Yeah, shout out Trini and Susanna.
Yeah, shout out, ladies.
People like, so
the pioneers.
You're pear-shaped. So what we're actually going to do is we're actually going to put you in
it's kind of crazy that we were like 10 years old and I was like, I wonder what body shape I am.
No, that's not
like,
right.
am I pear? Am I triangle?
Yeah.
Am I square?
You're definitely an apple.
Yeah, apple.
Yeah, I think the
apples were out right.
Yeah, and she was like, so
core.
because you've got shorter arms, Susanna, we're going to make sure that we put you in a longer sleeve. Also, those horizontal stripes are doing
no
nothing
favors.
for
Always
you.
a vertical. I mean, I'm in a horizontal stripe.
Yeah, Sophia, those horizontal stripes are doing absolutely nothing for your physique.
I mean,
okay,
I guess it is true. We need to be going vertical stripes. And I remember it was always, let's have a belt at the waist.
Yeah. So you know what I'm really going to do to help your apple shape? I'm going to put this thick belt on, this 10 centimeter wide thick belt. You see, it's got this massive buckle here, Susanna.
And it's going to give the illusion of an hourglass.
And do you know what we're actually going to do? We're going to lay. I love laying. We're going to put a
Yeah.
vest under us, and then we're going to put a little blazer, a little crop blazer.
With a
over the
trunkety
top.
necklace.
And then here we go and finish it off with a trunkety neck. Gorgeous, darling.
Well, I would love to do makeovers. We could do that. But Brian makeovers.
Oh my God, because what was that fucking robot on BBC Three? We are going to, we need, for step 1, remove all your makeup. Sophia, come on. We need to fix this. That robot, and they go into the booth. They'd be like, oh no.
I'm not
Yes,
getting
you
it.
do. You do. BBC
Is it a
Three.
kids show? Or
Was it snog? Oh yeah. Would you snog? Would you marry? Would you avoid this person?
avoid.
I would definitely avoid this person. Actually, I'd definitely avoid. And then they're having to. They're watching this like.
No, it's when they saw them in. How old do you think this woman is? 46. She's 23. Poor girl.
I'm sorry.
She's standing right in front.
I'm sorry.
I think she's probably
No, I'm sorry.
early 40s.
I'm sorry.
She's 29.
No, I'm sorry. Snog, marry, avoid.
And
That
it
was
would then be
brutal.
like
maybe I'd snogger.
35% of the public.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. 68% of the public, Helen, wanted to avoid you. How does that make you feel? Oh, doesn't make me feel great, does it, Brian? Doesn't make me feel great, does it?
Don't worry, we're going to give you a makeover.
Step 1, remove all that slap. That's what it would be. Get that slap off. And they're like, how do you feel to be barefaced? I feel quite, it's definitely different. And then they put her in an A-line skirt and a belt and a big fat belt and a vest and a blazer.
And a vertical stripe.
And then, would you snog, Mary? Avoid this bit? Definitely snog. Now, Susanna, 78% of the public said they would snog you. I was like, mate, you feel?
I feel really great.
I don't feel like myself.
My confidence.
I miss my pink hair.
Yeah, that was it.
Oh, that's peak. No.
Oh, old British TV.
No.
That was brutal.
No. But then I'd sat there 10 years old.
Is this a bit controversial?
Snog Mary avoids tonight.
Can we talk about supersize versus super skinny?
No, Sophia. We can't talk.
What about fat families?
We can't talk about that. No.
I see that on TikTok sometimes.
It's awful.
Like the world's fattest family.
No, these whales. Like, no.
What are you shoving in your gut?
What are you shoving in your gut there, Helen? Who even is that man? Is that all he did and then he just disappeared?
I don't know. I don't know.
No, awful. Yeah, crazy
British
times.
TV. What a time to be alive.
And we were consuming that at the right age of 11, 12.
And we thought it was great.
That's
it's
not.
Like, God, look what the supersized person's eating.
Definitely.
And it was like the super skinny person would get that massive mountain of food.
Or they'd be like, shit,
and they'd be like,
a lot of food, Helen.
I can't finish it.
Do you actually eat all this, Helen? I can only handle a couple of chips. No.
Oh, that was TV. That
definitely altered our brain chemistry.
It definitely did something to us.
It did. And then
Shout out.
just waiting for Saturday night to roll around so that we could watch Matt Cardle win the X Factor. And watch
The Time to Be Alive.
And watch
One
Wagner.
Direction.
And watch Ryland sing.
And Diana Vickers.
Diana.
I'm only gonna let you kill me once.
Yeah. I'm only gonna let you kill me once.
It makes my brain feel.
I'm only gonna let
And then do you remember when Cheryl Cole had a fishtail plait with the red hair?
Yeah, iconic.
On the next day at school, everyone had fishtail plaits in.
Iconic.
Yeah.
You got fat.
Yeah. Such good
Simon.
times.
Shout out Simon.
Talisa. Tattoo.
Talisa.
Cheryl was salute.
How was it? I combined the two. And then Gary Barlow, that fag ash breath. Sorry, I'm struggling to hear you because all I could smell is Talisa's fag ash breath.
Savage.
Gary, where? Gary. Gary's retired
hating like
now.
that.
Isn't he?
Is he? Has he gone?
Well, he's not around, is he? Really these days?
I don't.
I've seen.
Yeah. Don't know.
Have you seen?
Have you watched Robbie's film where he's a monkey?
No, thank you.
No, me
It's
neither.
Not for me, Robbie.
It's giving Wicked though, isn't it? When Galinda gets attacked.
Oh yeah, it is. Here it is. Right. Should we do question of the week,
right.
ladies
Okay,
and
welcome
gents?
back, everyone. Happy Wednesday.
Woo!
It is Girl Talk. We've got some really good dilemmas this week, and we thought we would start
with
our question of the week. Question of the week.
Let's do it in cursive.
Question of the week.
I don't like that.
And we've got, have you ever got caught stalking someone's socials? Now, we've not been caught stalking socials, but we've been caught in real life. Do you remember when we were looking through that window? Have you seen that TikTok, that thing of Alan Carr? And it's like when you're like talking about someone and you bump into him, it's like, oh my God. And he runs out the room.
No, I haven't seen that.
You will have seen it. I've just not described it very well.
No.
Remember that time when we were like, oh, I wonder if we're going to bump into them. I wonder if we're going to bump into them.
Oh God.
And we were just anticipating like, oh, do you think we're going to see them? Do you think we're going to bump into them?
So we manifested it.
And we manifested it. And then we were going into this shop. It was big glass windows.
Oh my God.
And then we were looking through the windows like this, just to like see inside the shop. And we were like, oh my God, they're there. And then we literally sprinted off down the street. And then, oh my God, that was so, and they defo saw us. They defo saw us looking at the window of them, and then we ran off.
I mean, the art of the stalk on the social media, it's definitely a finger game. Like you've got to be so careful. You have to hold the phone like this.
You have to tap very
You're holding it like this
carefully.
and you're like this.
Yeah. And we can't be passing it around.
If we're passing it around, it's like it's like this. It's like we're holding fine china.
So, oh God, I accidentally sent a friend on Facebook, friend request on Facebook, blocked them straight after.
Oh God.
My husband's ex searched Instagram and clicked follow. I died. Oh my God.
That follow button is like, you know, on TikTok, sometimes I accidentally follow people on TikTok.
Me too.
Right there.
I once made a Finsta and it notified all my contacts as someone you may know.
Oh no. Well, that's people on TikTok get caught out for being like on a fake account and hating people who are like people they know and they've got them in their contacts.
Yeah.
Because the contacts thing is like people you may know.
Someone,
and it's like
it's linked to your mobile number or stuff. My friend once accidentally liked one of my ex's Insta. The post was from 2019. I was seeing a boy and showed him some photos on my phone and there was a screenshot of his ex's profile. That would probably be like, I could see myself doing that. I feel like I would be going quite carefully, but if it's in the photo album from a while ago and you've screenshot something.
Yeah, like you got me, babes. Like there's nothing
I actually feel like that happened to me and Brian once in the early days.
Really?
Like, no, not exes, but his own Hinge profile. Because I'd screenshot his profile to send it to Fiona. Like, oh, look, I've gone on a date with this guy. And then like forgetting that it was in there and then just like being on my photos, scrolling through and being like, oh my God, there's his profile. Oh my God. Luckily, it was his own profile and it wasn't someone else's.
Yes.
When I'm seeing a new guy and he sees my recent searches on Insta and it's all his exes.
You've got to be careful on the recent search. You've
Delete
got
the search.
to be. Yeah. It's like, because you know, like maybe you're on a date and you're like, oh, let me show you something. And then it's like, you're searching, and then...
Yeah. He saw his stepmom in my Insta search history.
Stepmom!
Yeah.
Stepmom.
Not socials, but accidentally super liked bestie's boyfriend's friend on Tinder when stalking.
Oh my.
Not the super like.
Oh my.
My recent ex's new girl accidentally commented on my TikTok.
I mean, yeah, imagine being a receiver of the stalk. I've never been a receiver of the stalk, but the things that would do to me.
Yeah, I don't think I have either.
When you know someone is searching you up in that manner, you know?
Good feeling. The most common one here, actually, which I wasn't even initially thinking of, was the recent search. Like, went to show someone something on Insta, and my recent searches exposed me.
That will always get you.
Yeah, and my ex's new girlfriend on LinkedIn.
Poof. Puff, puff, puff.
Pretty sure I followed my ex's new girlfriend in my sleep. My boyfriend called me with a screenshot of his ex's mum's Facebook. Oh, this girl said no. A fake gym account works perfectly. Oh. That's not a word, Sarah.
We've got what's his name? Praro.
Inspector Praro.
Inspector Praro.
I mean, someone's saying here, Instagram can tell them when you screenshot a chat now.
Really?
I don't know.
Fucking hell. But why are you adding in these features?
I know,
Instagram?
No one wants this feature.
You're just like,
no one wants this feature. Bring back the feature when we could see who was liking what.
Well, I know,
that's what
I've seen rumours that that's coming back or that it is back.
Oh, it's not on mine.
But it's not on mine. But then I thought, because I would sit there.
See what other people are up to all day.
And refresh that. You know, when you're obsessed with a boy or someone you were seeing and obviously like he wasn't going to make you serious. And I would sit there and refresh for this one particular boy to see what he was up to. And he was active and he wasn't replying to me.
Yeah.
What a feeling. What a time to be alive.
See what they were liking.
And they're just active liking and commenting on shit. Do you know what we should ask? Whoever got caught out in that feature, because
I bet there's a lot of people listening who won't even remember that feature.
Shit.
Because that was like an early Instagram feature.
Well,
it was almost like
when
a
was
news
that, 2018?
feed. It was like in your notifications. And you could see, so I could see who everyone I was following, what they were doing. So
liking, commenting.
It would be like Cinzia Baylor-Sullo commented on Sarah's pic, but then it would also be like obviously all the boys that you followed, so you could see what they were liking instantly. Like it was.
Would you see who they followed?
Yeah,
or was it just likes?
Yeah, maybe it was likes and comments for sure. It was likes.
Isn't that insane?
Yeah, crazy. People these days wouldn't know what.
I mean, it's good. Bring it back, because then you know these cheaters will have to get smarter and smarter.
Yeah, bring it back.
Or they're just getting stupider and stupider.
Because then you're not having to go back and be like, and I realized he'd like her photo.
Yeah,
you would have seen it in the notification feed.
Yeah, but then it's like now we're just like
Now with screen
now
time,
we're obsessed with that feature, and we're just the screen time is just like I'm gonna have to be there on the clock 24 hours a day.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to employ staff to keep an eye on it.
Yeah, or you know what would be smart? You set up a fake account and then you only follow him. And then so in that feature it would be everything he's done.
That is so clever.
And it wouldn't get lost with everyone else.
You just see all his activity. That's very smart.
Yeah,
that's very smart. Mentioned something I learned from his Insta and he asked me how I knew that.
Oh. He was like, well, haven't you been skiing once?
Yeah, you were skiing last week,
and it's
weren't
like,
you?
it was a highlight from 2015.
Yeah, liking a post in 2013. Oh, that was a big scroll. No, but I've caught him stalking my best friend. Awkward. The guy I was dating and his full family tree in my Insta search history.
Oh my.
I watched my ex's TikToks repost and liked a few without realizing he'd get the notification saying I'd liked it. Yeah, like Sarah liked a video you reposted. Oh God.
I mean, I would be flattered
because I still feel like I don't really know how the TikTok works, like the notifications and like like I'm still a bit confused by all that. And like, do you get notified if I'm saving a video that like I don't really know?
You do. It will say Sophia liked your
repost or something.
Yeah, Sophia saved your video.
Yeah, because you even get like Chintzia viewed the video you shared or something. Like I know when you've clicked on the link that I've sent you.
Yeah, because then it's in the messages.
Yeah.
It's quite complex.
It is quite complex. I get a bit overwhelmed in that notification center.
But like if I was going on a date with someone, let's say it was like date 3,
Yeah, go on.
And it's like early days. And then, I saw on his phone in his search history, it was like everyone I knew, that'd feel great. Because I'd be like, you're obsessed with me.
Would it though?
Yeah, because it's like you're doing your
due diligence.
Yeah, and it's like you're really, or maybe it was one of my exes. I'd be like,
no, that would really put me off.
Would it?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think, how would I actually feel in that
I'd be
moment?
like, no, I'm embarrassed for you.
How would I actually feel? Because it's only, when you don't know someone, a stalker's a stalk, you know.
If I saw my own profile at the top of the search history, I'd be like, brilliant, this man is obsessed with me. And like maybe if I saw mine and yours, I'd be like, there we go, he knows the whole deal.
He's getting to know.
Maybe mine, yours, the girl's bathroom, I'd be like, I'd be like, oh, this man loves it. But if I saw like randos, I don't know, it also could put me the other way.
Oh, yeah, if there was other randoms.
No, like people from my life that I'm like, how do you know what's the connect? Then I would be a bit like,
well, then he's just gone through who you're following. He's gone on every single person.
I think that would be embarrassing.
Okay.
I'd be like, no, that's too much.
Yeah. It might send me the way I think you're obsessed with me.
Yeah.
I'm like, you're clearly obsessed with them. Kiss me.
Kiss me now. You're the one.
Right, let's do a dilemma.
Right. Okay. Just quickly leading on from our question of the week, we've got here, why is my ex's new girlfriend watching me from 3 accounts? She's got a gym account.
I mean,
she's got her
main.
She's got her fake gym profile that she's made.
She's got just like her fully fake, no profile.
And maybe a Finsta.
Yeah. And then,
Okay. Hi girls, buckle up because this is a roller coaster. So my ex, let's call him Brian.
Yeah.
We broke up 3 years ago.
Oh my.
After a whirlwind 10-month relationship. It was intense, emotional, dramatic. He was my first real love and the breakup made me swear off relationships altogether. Right. Okay. So that was a big 10 months.
My question is, did you break up with him? Guess we'll find out.
We might find out. But as it happens to the best of us, we fell into a secret situationship from April 23 to Feb 24. Okay.
After that 10-month thing.
Yeah.
So it is more, so you had like a relationship more recently as well.
Nobody knew, not even my closest friends, because I was honestly mortified.
Right.
I knew deep down it was a bad idea and eventually I ended it because I couldn't do the emotional roller coaster anymore.
Okay.
I was trying to move on, even though the truth is he's still the only guy I've ever truly loved and I've never felt that way about anyone again. I compare him to everyone. Sorry, I compare every boy I talk to. I compare everyone to him.
Yeah.
Brian didn't exactly make things easier.
Right.
Since we stopped speaking, he sent multiple texts asking to talk things through.
Oh, he loves
Even
you.
bought me flowers for Valentine's Day 24. Flowers I never accepted because I refused to see him.
Yeah.
I was trying to heal and move on.
Yeah.
Until I discovered something bizarre. Here's the kicker.
Stop.
Brian now has a new girlfriend. Let's call her Susan.
Okay, Suze.
I did the usual harmless stalk, and we saw she hard launched him in the middle of September. Weird
2025,
timing.
yeah.
2024.
Oh, okay.
We're in 2025 now, aren't we?
Oh, yeah. My God. Am I all right? Yeah.
Weird timing, considered he texted me at the end of August asking to meet up. Okay, so August, he's still messaging you, wanting to see you.
So yeah, he said
September, she's hard launching a new relationship.
Think at the start of 2024, he's sending you flowers, Valentine's Day. He's obviously
all throughout summer.
He's obviously realizing the loss now, and they always do. They only try and step up after they've actually lost you and realize, oh shit, I actually had something really good. Like, why did I never lock her down?
Like, oh, I thought I would just be able to get her back, but I can't.
Yeah, no, and it's like I've actually pushed her away now, and that was the last straw. Panic flowers now. Can we talk? Can we talk?
Yeah.
He's a mess.
So you're thinking, right, there was definitely a crossover then. Because
100%.
She's hard launching in September. You were still texting me in August.
Yeah, and it's just like you've tried to replace, like, obviously he's hurting. He obviously wanted you. He was hurting. He was trying to find a replacement that quick because he didn't want to deal and heal with what was at hand.
Heal and deal.
Heal and deal, Brian, baby. Didn't want to do that.
Obviously, I feel horrible if she was, but I don't know for sure if she was in the picture already. Right. Yeah. The crossover. Maybe they got into a relationship really fast, but it's still quite soon for a hard launch, in my opinion.
Especially when you guys were just a situationship for like a year.
In the meantime, I tried dating someone new.
Yeah.
Steve. He was sweet, kind, a nice distraction, but we didn't really have a spark.
Yeah.
We ended things very mutually. It's friendly terms, no drama.
Yeah.
But now for the juicy bit. I recently posted an Instagram story, just something random. And while doing the usual scroll through views, mainly looking for Steve, I saw Susan had viewed it. Not from one, not two, but three of her accounts.
What do you mean?
3. How do you know her 3 accounts as well?
They must all have a name on then. Maybe she has
a nail tech account.
And maybe she has her business account. And then maybe she has like a private account and they've all got a name on.
And you just know who she is.
Yeah.
We had no mutuals. We've never even met.
Yeah.
I don't follow her. She doesn't follow me. I barely knew who she was until the stalking session.
Yeah.
So why is she watching me like a hawk? Is she keeping tabs? Is she insecure? Am I the topic of a very awkward conversation with Brian?
I think so.
I know every girlfriend gives the ex-girlfriends good stalks. I've done it before. But why now, months into their relationship? Me and Brian have each other removed on every platform, so she doesn't have anything to worry about, in my opinion. But is he giving her a reason to think that maybe there is? Honestly, I know I shouldn't say it, but if he were to contact me again, I probably would go back. I'm spiraling a bit and genuinely so curious. Why do you think she's watching me? I feel like I'm living in some kind of TikTok plot line. Help a girl out. Would love to hear your opinions. So you're low-key thinking,
I miss
am
Brian.
I coming up in conversation? Like, is Brian like...
I fear.
You're kind of... you're
100%.
kind of hoping that you're coming up in convo, aren't you?
Because naturally, when you're dating someone new, but you do chat about history and, briefly or whatever.
But we're basically in June. She hard launched in September.
Oh, shit.
So that's why you're thinking, why now? Like, why are you watching my stories now? Like, fair enough if it was maybe in like November.
Yeah.
But why now?
My gut is telling me like Brian's been a bit off.
And she's gone digging.
Maybe it was really good in September. Maybe he felt like, oh, I can get over, my ex. Like I can get over
I'm in
her.
something new. It's
I'm
exciting.
in something new. She's lovely. I can do this. Like, yeah, she's great. I love her. And then like reality set in. Yeah, now it's like June and he's thinking, where's my girl? I miss her. Yeah. And he's been a bit off with his girlfriend. And then maybe, she's thinking, oh, maybe he's thinking about his ex. I know that she broke up with him. And I know that, they've got this history. and she's giving you that good old stalk because she's thinking,
why would you watch it on 3 different accounts?
I don't know.
That's a bit.
I don't know that, because like,
unless she wants you to know, like, I'm watching you.
Why would she want us to know?
Like, I've seen you. I know your history. Like, I'm watching you.
What, like a threat? Is that a fucking threat?
Well, it's just like, I'm just going to suss you out. Like, I'm here and I'm watching.
Because I'm just thinking, if I was ever stalked, I mean, she obviously knows she did it.
Yeah.
And that wasn't a mistake. So yeah, what message is she trying to send?
Because you're watching from 3 accounts. That's a choice.
So what message was she trying to send? Because if I'm ever stalking, I don't ever want to be found out.
But maybe she wants to be seen.
Right. So what message is she trying to send? Like, yeah,
I'm
come
here for my man.
Don't forget about me. I know he probably still loves you, but I ain't going nowhere. Is it that? Is that the message?
Is it that energy?
I think
I'm here
so.
to stay.
Yeah.
Could be. It's bold. I respect it.
Me too.
I respect it a lot.
I respect the move. 100%.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Do you think she should go back to this guy though? Like, I don't think you should.
Well,
I think you had your 10-month crazy, emotional, wild relationship.
Because obviously, yeah, we don't know the ins and outs of that.
We don't know the ins and outs of that, but that was like your big, massive heartbreak.
Yeah.
And then I don't really feel like the guy for you is the guy that you feel like you've got to lie to all your best friends about. Like the fact that you went back into that situationship that lasted for
10
the majority
months.
of a year and you felt like you couldn't tell anyone. I just don't think that's a good sign because... Yeah, I just don't think maybe that's right. I feel like maybe this is just that guy that's always going to kind of be that like...
Because he was your first love. And like,
yeah, he's always going to have like a piece of you because it was that first love energy. It was that 10-month crazy whirlwind, that situation. It's always that thing that's like, it's never really turned into something real. It's always just been that like first like, oh, this crazy up and down, big feelings, big highs, big lows. But I don't think that is your person.
Me neither.
I just think like, yes, the ex is watching you. And I just think like, just I mean, if you want to, like, block her. Also, so she can't watch you.
Also, you could go on private.
If it's affecting you.
You could go on private.
Yeah.
And then also, like, she doesn't know that you know, and it's just like, I'm not getting involved in whatever you guys have got going on. Like,
because I feel like seeing her name is like, it's now making you think about him again and what they're doing. And like, you shouldn't be spending, and you don't want to be spending your day thinking about what your ex is doing in his relationship and how it's going. Because that's not healthy.
No. And at the end of the day, if he did message you again, this is so messy already. He's got a girlfriend. Who potentially he was seeing all summer. Yeah. You know, and you know, meanwhile trying to talk to you. His, you know, so then if he did message you, there's this girl who loves Brian and is involved, and it's like, well, you know, who do you want? Like, he's not handling his shit very well at all. So I think if he were to message you, say, I don't think you should reply. He needs to sort his shit out, and he never healed from your guys' heartbreak. He just
hopped straight into the next one.
Yeah, so I think he's a mess. And I think maybe anytime him and Sarah are like not in a good place or just going for a rough part, he's thinking of you.
Like maybe he's
100%.
Maybe she's seen him stalk you and she's gone, who's that? I'm going to look her up. And now that's how she's found you. And then maybe you've come and she's like, who is this girl? Like, where's the link? And then maybe that's what is happening.
Because obviously you guys, I don't think there's any like digital footprint of you two.
No.
Because you were situationship for a year, but I don't imagine there's any pictures. Because it was on the hush hush.
It was on the hush hush.
You're not taking pics when it's on the hush hush.
No.
You're not posting anything when it's on the hush hush.
No.
So yeah, she's probably thinking, who is you? And then maybe you have come up in conversation.
I just don't think you view from 3 accounts and don't want to be seen. That's someone who wants to be seen. She wants you to know.
Well,
so you could just block her.
I think she's... Yeah, you could block her, because when you block on Instagram, it says, and any other accounts they have.
Yeah.
So you'd block all the accounts, or you go on private.
Block her on TikTok.
Yeah, and she can't access you.
Yeah, if you just don't want to see it.
Yeah, it's whether you want to send the message like, I've seen you and I block you.
Yes.
Like, I've dealt with you, you're blocked. Or
goodbye.
Yeah, to silence her, because whatever message she's trying to send.
Yeah.
Or it's like, just go on private, and it's like, she can't access you anyway, and you forget about it.
Mm-hmm.
Either or. But then I don't want you to feel tempted to stalk her ever.
I know.
So maybe we do block.
I think you should block.
Because
I just don't think this situation is bringing peace. I think this is disrupting your peace.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't want to see, like, you don't want to be reminded of that. It's just like, you want to block, like, your ex's mates. Because, like, I don't want to be seeing your mate's story and seeing you popping up. I want to just forget about that. And I think, like, she also just needs to be blocked. I think it will do her some good as well for not to be able to stalk you.
I think so. It'll probably make their relationship a bit better because she won't be... But then it might.
And I think you should try and like forget about this man as well. Because I know you've got that special place and you feel that way about him. But I think that's more of like the fantasy of him and less of like the reality. Because reality is he's got a whole different girlfriend. He's got a whole different life. And you're just, I fear, remembering and romanticizing the good times.
100%. You're remembering those times when you weren't together and you'd come and you'd snog and you'd have sex and you'd be like, I love you. All of that.
You're not remembering the heartbreak and the tears and the trauma.
You're not remembering when you were 8 months in and wondering why he hadn't asked you to be his girlfriend and he's saying he wouldn't ask you to be his girl. You know, shit like that. Like we forget.
We do forget.
And we do.
We do forget.
You know, because we want to remember the good times. You know, we're lover girls. But
blocker.
Yeah.
Do both the world of a good.
Yeah. Love it. Wow.
We've got a long one.
We've got a lengthy one, but I think we should buckle our seatbelts.
All right, let me get comfy.
Dilemma hats on. We've got Sarah here says, my sister is my biggest hater. Oh, that's a tough spot to be in. That's a nightmare.
Yeah.
Hi, girls. I just want to start off by saying I love the pod so much and listen to it all the time with my clients while I'm doing their beauty treatments.
What? Oh my God. Take a load off, girls.
Yeah.
Hey, clients.
Your eyebrows looking great today.
Those lashes look so lifted.
Good today. Wow. Those nails are slaying today.
Wow.
Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Hi, everyone.
Turn it up. Let's get this party jumping.
It's jumping in here. I'm only gonna let you kill me once. Right.
It's jumping.
It's jumping in here.
Jump.
Okay,
right. Your sister's your biggest hater.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, is this like serious?
No, this is serious. She says, I have something I really have been struggling with and really need your help.
All right. Well, Chintzie's a sister expert.
Yes.
So this is down to you.
I mean, I'm grateful and I've been blessed with two very good sisters. I don't say nice things to you very often, ladies, but I've been blessed with two very nice sisters, okay? Thank you, ladies.
Oh, I've never heard Chintzia speak like that in my life.
But then it's because this makes me sad.
Yeah, it is sad.
You know, like imagine Mariana was praying on my downfall.
Right.
Like that's actually...
Sing it, Tate. No, you're praying on my
downfall. Like that's actually sad. So, you know, it's a blessing to have supportive siblings. So for context, me and my sister, let's call her Amy.
Okay, it's giving new listener. We'll call her Susan.
Okay. Let's call her Susan. Have a big old age gap of 9 years. Okay. That does actually maybe form some disconnect in terms of your bondage growing up.
Yeah. You've grown up differently. You're in different generations.
Yeah, because that's 10 years.
But then I would imagine that would also give you an element of closeness because you're not both in that like teen bickering, arguing. Like we're not fighting over the same stuff because we don't like the same stuff. We're not like it's quite cool that like we're not really annoying each other because we're such a different age. If I was like 17 and I had a sister that was like
27.
Yeah. Like I'd be like, oh my God, this is so cool. Like she can take me on holiday.
Yeah.
I can go and stay at her house.
Yeah.
Whereas
she's got a bit of cash. She can buy me this. Take me for dinner, babes.
Yeah. Whereas if I was 17 and had a sister that was like 16, I'd be like, where's that? Where's that? You're taking my shit. You're annoying me.
I don't fucking want to go out with you tonight. You're annoying me.
Yeah. Your friends are annoying as well.
Get out my face.
Yeah. So like, yes, it could be a disconnect, but I also feel like that could also be beautiful.
And I think maybe our girl Sarah here wanted it to be beautiful.
Yeah.
But it was Susan who didn't. Because it says Susan is 30 and I'm 21.
Okay. Like this could be really beautiful.
Yeah, you're telling me. I know.
Right.
So let's see what has happened here. Our mum had her quite young with a different guy who wasn't around. And so a few years later, when she was 5, my mum met my dad and he decided to legally adopt her. That's beautiful. They then went on to have me, and we have always been brought up as full sisters, never half.
Right, yeah.
Susan's bio dad has sometimes throughout her life decided he wants to be part of it again, then just dips back out again. So she has some major daddy issues, right? So she's struggled with her relationship with her father. Our parents got divorced when I was 8 and she was 17. And my dad moved out to Greece. We were fine with this because then whenever we went to visit him, we had a lovely holiday.
Yeah, true.
Mykonos,
Greek salad, Santorini, Oppa.
Yeah. However, from the divorce.
That's a hard 8. I mean, yeah, that's obviously
tough.
not funny. We're making light of it, but that is tough.
Yeah, because the divorce happened when our Sarah was 8 and Susan was 17.
Yeah.
So now Susan has
she's going to have understood it a lot more because she was 17.
And also she's lost 2 fathers now.
Yeah.
You know, and that's
rough.
Would be really rough for her. However, from the divorce and my mum being made redundant at the same time, my mum had to work loads and decided to do her master's as well to get a better job.
Okay.
And so Susan had to take care of me a lot.
Okay.
I think she always felt as though she was parenting me rather than sistering me. Okay.
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah. This and the age gap meant that we had a huge divide throughout our upbringing and we were never really close.
Right.
When I turned 18, me and Susan became inseparable. I think this is because she felt like she wasn't responsible for me anymore because I was like an adult.
Yeah. She wasn't having to parent you.
Yeah. And it was like, oh my God, you know, she's now an adult too.
We can be more friends now. We can be like mates.
Yes. Yes. Like I don't have to take care of her anymore.
Yeah.
Even though as a big sister, you do always feel responsible. Like you do always have that sense of responsibility, but yeah, like now we're mates. Like I don't have to change your diaper.
Yeah.
Where are we? In America?
Diaper.
I have to change your diaper.
I think that's even common with just mum and daughter relationships.
Yeah.
Though. Like I think you get to that older and it's like, oh, we're sort of like mates now. Like you don't really feel like you've got to tell me what I can and can't do anymore.
Yeah.
You get your dynamic changes. That's normal.
Yeah,
like as you age, all your dynamics in the relationships change.
Because it's like, Angie, may I remind you, I'm 27.
Yeah.
So she felt like she wasn't responsible for me anymore and we could actually spend sister bonding time together without it feeling like a babysitting gig. This was the best feeling ever. Susan didn't hate me anymore and we became the best friends in the whole world. So you guys did form this like bond. I was so grateful for this as I had always felt like such a burden on my big sister. Oh, so you guys did get to a place where...
Really good place. And that was when you were 18.
Yes. And she would have been 27. Wow, that took me...
That's quicker than me. I was trying to remember what the age gap was.
I knew it was 9 years, so I went, okay, so 10 years is 28. And then I was trying to take away 1. It took me that long. 27.
Yeah, because the 18 would throw me off. Because I'd be thinking, wait, do I need to subtract 2 to get to...
when I was,
Yeah.
Okay, so that's... so that's... Sorry, 27, you're 18.
Got it.
Years later, when I finished sixth form, I went to uni to study a nursing degree. I only did this for a year as I decided I absolutely hated it and it just wasn't for me. Unfortunately, this did still mean I had an 8,000 debt to pay off. My mum was saying I should ask my dad for money and I can pay him back over time. So this way I don't have to deal with the awful interest rates.
Yeah.
For reference, my mum and dad are both in great jobs, but seeing as mum has taken care of me by myself pretty much my whole life and put me through private school education on her own.
Okay, now.
So mum really, did
Mum's
it.
paying the bills.
On her own. She felt as though my dad should pick up the slack.
Yeah, you think you can gas your dad for that. Go on.
Which I think is fair.
I've paid for your education.
Yeah. I think that's fair. Yeah.
Yeah, so do I.
He went to Greece.
Yeah, he's been swanning about.
Yeah.
Come on, Dad, cough up.
My dad did send me £5,000 to pay towards it. And I was chipping away at the rest slowly. I was 19 and couldn't get a proper job for the life of me at this time. So I had no money to be paying massive chunks off. Okay. At least Dad sent some. This is where the problem started.
Or did your sister lend you money?
Maybe. My dad used to call me and Susan every Sunday. Susan lives in London and I live in Essex. So he would call us separately. When we would come together at my mum's for a Sunday roast, we would joke about who Dad would call first. Mm-hmm. Then Dad stopped calling me. And if he did, it was only for 5 minutes max.
Right.
I asked Susan about this and she said apparently he was annoyed at me because I was paying for beauty treatments instead of focusing on paying him back. I told him I got lip blush literally one time.
Okay.
Right, because we're a bit tension spurring.
Okay.
I was so upset that I would cry to my mum wondering why my dad would let something so silly like this affect our relationship, especially when money isn't a problem for him. And it's like, you can talk to me, Dad. Like if you're pissed off at, just say.
I'm interested though, how has this affected the sister? Why is the sister now the op?
Well, I'm kind of going to maybe Susan had planted that in Dad's head.
Oh.
She's not going to pay you back. She's doing this and that with that money.
Okay.
That's just where my mind's gone, but obviously that's not factual. So I then made it my mission to try and earn enough money so I could start paying him back. Over the next few months, while I was job hunting, Susan and I would meet at my mum's again for roast dinners. She would boast about Dad calling her every Sunday while I got the odd 5-minute call. She knew how upset I was over this and carried on going, I can't be bothered for Dad to talk to me on the phone for over an hour again. So she's rubbing it in your face now.
Okay.
Like you've made it known to everyone, Dad's not speaking to me. And she's like, Dad won't get off the phone to me. Like, that's rude.
She's in her favorite child energy.
Yeah, and she's rubbing it in your face. My heart dropped.
Also a bit strange to say she is like 9 years older than you.
Yeah, because
like if you were the same age, I'd be like, oh, maybe it's just like an immaturity thing.
Yeah.
But for her to be like a fully frontal lobe adult.
Yes.
And also to have that protective nature because she is so much older than you and she has helped to like raise you essentially.
Yeah, and she's seeing you hurting and she's rubbing it in your face.
It is very,
bizarre.
it's even more inexcusable because of her age.
As an older sister, if Mariana was coming to me saying, Dad's not speaking to me, like he's not spoke to me, like he's literally not speaking to me.
Your team sister automatically.
Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like I wouldn't be then, like I'd be like, what is happening? Why aren't you talking to her? Like, I'd then try and fix it, not then rub it in her face that he's talking to me and not her.
Yeah.
I'd be like, I want to fix this family dynamic for the fucking life of me.
Yeah.
Because
otherwise the summer holiday is going to be real awkward.
Yeah.
Trip to
otherwise
Italy
those
is going
2
to be
weeks
awkward.
in Italy, like it's going to be a fucking nightmare.
Yeah.
So I got a new job. I started to repay him back. He said not to worry about paying him back and to put it in a savings account for myself. So now there was no problem with money. I thought he would start speaking to me properly again, but he didn't. Which also makes me think the money situation wasn't the problem in the first place. Okay, so now you're thinking, oh, has Susan told me false info?
Right, okay.
And every time I would moan to my sister about him not speaking to me, she would just say, well, he calls me every Sunday like clockwork and then shuts me down. Yeah, so it's like you're not, because also as a sister, she should maybe be like, I'm going to talk to Dad. Let me talk to Dad. This is not acceptable, So it is like, okay.
You feel like, wait, is she sabotaging me?
Is she up to something here? In the Easter holidays, me, Susan, and our partners went over to Greece to visit him. We were so excited to see him as we only get to visit him once or twice a year. My dad was trying to bond with me and acted like there was no problem at all, which was weird to me as he wasn't really speaking to me. I then realized throughout the holiday, Susan would randomly start putting me down in front of people, especially my dad, and made me seem like a bad person. She has always felt the need to go above and beyond to kiss people's asses. And then when I'm not on the same level as her, she makes me feel guilty for it in front of other people. For example, on our mum's birthday, she will usually pull out a card and ask if I want her to put my name on it or if I actually remember to buy her a card. She used to do this for me when I was a kid and I didn't have my own money to buy cards, but I have for the past many years and have never forgotten a birthday card.
Right. It's just like little like microaggressions.
So I know she's doing this to make me look bad.
That's like, well, I've got mum's birthday presents. Like, did you want to bother put your name on it? Have you got anything? Like, or you're going to hop onto my present?
It's almost like she's still treating you like you are this child.
Yeah, a little bit.
My Brian pulled me to the side while we were at my dad's and says he thinks my dad doesn't speak to me as much because he gets nervous and doesn't want to mess up because he does really love me. But with Susan, he isn't worried because she is always kissing his ass, so he finds it easier to talk to her, which I agree with somewhat. I feel like she is always in a secret competition with me to make herself look better, even though she is a successful woman with a great job, a house and a life, and I'm only 21 and I've none of this yet. Yeah, so it's like, why are you competing with me?
Yeah.
Like, why do you feel the need to put me down when I'm a student?
Yeah,
I
I'm not
got a
competing
job
with you, babes.
Yeah. So I don't know why she always feels the need to put me down to make herself look better. I can see she is insecure. So whenever I get a chance, I'm always telling her how proud I am of her, how grateful for her, and how beautiful she is. But she always seems to put me down. It seems like some moments she loves me and wants to be my best friend, but others she hates me. I don't know if it's insecurity or what, but it really upsets me, and I'm starting to wonder if I should even remain in contact with her at all, as I just feel deflated after hanging out with her most of the time. What should I do? So sorry for how long this is, but I've really been struggling with what to do and was hoping you could give me some guidance. Lovely girls, pics attached of me and sister, dad and Brian. There's a mixed lot of souls.
Yeah, I do think it's interesting what you said at the end about how you always feel, did you say deflated?
Yeah, just drained.
Yeah, because I do think that is a real interesting thing. Like tuning into, tuning into how you feel when you've left someone's company.
Yes.
And it's like,
I
never feel good when I leave you or when I hang, I don't feel good. Oh,
Dad and Sarah in Greece.
Dad's got a lovely tan. He's been working on that for a while,
he's on the Greek diet. He's loving it.
Oh.
And then we've got here.
Sarah look gorgeous.
No, why am I going to cry? We've got Dad and Brian.
Oh.
Just like
handsome
getting
boys.
along well.
Yeah. Looking radiant.
Then I think we've got
Brian, Dad's a silver fox.
Yeah. We've got Sarah and Susan.
Oh, guys.
So Sarah's got married.
Yeah.
No, Susan's got married. Sorry.
Susan's got married. You look beautiful.
And then we've got Sarah and her Brian.
Oh my God, you guys.
Yeah, just gorgeous.
Sarah, you're absolutely stunning. Oh,
you're
Brian
stunning.
Looks lovely as
Brian, he's got a very kind face. He looks like a very good egg.
What do you think is going on here?
Right.
Then?
I think, now this is going really therapist-y of me.
Yeah, go on.
I might not be correct, but my interpretation of this is she doesn't have her real dad, right? And she's felt that loss of her dad. And I think deep down, she may be a bit insecure and a bit jealous that you do have your real dad. And yes, he is a father figure to her, and he's been present for her and has been a dad for her.
And adopted her as well.
Yeah, and adopted her. But deep down, I think she knows that her real dad is not here.
Biological dad.
Dad. And she's jealous for that. Therefore, I think she is maybe meaning to or without knowing to, trying to sabotage.
You are the saboteur.
She's trying to sabotage your guys' relationship in some way.
Yeah.
Because she wants to feel better about her relationship with him. I think that's what it is. So I think she's actually struggling and it's really struggling with not having her bio dad, but you've got your bio dad, and she wants to have a great relationship with him. And that's maybe why she's really bubbly. And, you say she kisses his ass or whatever. I think because she really wants to feel that closeness with him. And then maybe she's just trying to push you away a bit to feel like he's my dad too, even though he is her dad. And she doesn't need to worry about being a favorite or your relationship with him. My relationship with him is better. But I think she needs to feel like she has her dad, and she does, but she's trying to make herself feel a bit better about it. She's trying to make you feel a bit worse about it.
Push you down.
Yeah. And then she probably gets maybe a bit of a kick out of the fact when you say, Dad's not spoken to me. I'm really confused.
That makes her feel good.
That makes her feel good.
And validated.
And it makes her feel good to say to you, well, he can't get off the phone to me. It's been hours. He talks to me. It's like clockwork. He calls me all the time. And I wouldn't be surprised if she had said some things to Dad, to maybe be like, Sarah doesn't like talking to you. She dreads those calls. She said to me that she doesn't like your chats. And so Dad's getting scared. Dad doesn't want to call you. He thinks you don't want to stay around on the phone. I think that's what it is. And I think you and Dad need to have a chat.
I was going to say,
because I feel like you and Dad haven't, because I feel like then when you came to Greece, I think Dad was so grateful.
My God.
I bet he was like, my daughter's here. I love her. I've not seen her in ages. I've not spoke to her properly. So grateful she's here and making this effort.
And bringing her boyfriend.
After having heard from Susan that Sarah's not bothered about you, Dad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I think you and Dad you need to call dad up and say, Dad,
and sometimes
let's
that's
talk.
hard because you think like with like child parent relationships, you think like the responsibility should sit with the parent. Like, Dad, you should be calling me and asking me what's wrong.
Yeah.
I don't really want to have to call you and ask you what's wrong.
Yeah.
But I think in this instance, I think it would also, just do you a world of good to just like, call your dad and be like, hey, what's going on?
Yeah, what are you doing today, babe?
Chatting, chat. Have you heard from Sarah?
Yeah.
And you can even just say to him, like, you can explain that, like, I don't really know what Sarah said, but I'm just really trying to figure a few things out. And I'm not sure if she's being like bad mouthing me. And then he might say, no, she hasn't. And then it's like, okay, well, it's not that. But like, I think you're allowed to talk to your parents about your siblings and be like, what's he said to you? Like, what's he been chatting about? Like, I think you should get to the bottom of that.
Yeah, call dad up. Like, I had a great time in Greece. It was so much fun. I'm so glad you're getting to know Brian.
Because if it is a case that we're thinking the worst of Sarah and she is planting false news to your dad that you don't want to speak to him, then you can just go straight to the horse's mouth. Like, I'm just going to call dad myself. Like, you've got access to him too. You've got the relationship too. And ask him, like, has Sarah been saying a few things? Like, I feel like things have been a bit like off.
He
might appreciate that conversation.
We don't even have to talk about Sarah. Like, you can just say to dad, I love our chats.
Yeah.
Like, I love when you call me. I
don't want you to think otherwise.
I don't want you to ever think of it. Like, we don't even have to mention Susan. Like, we just I don't ever want you to think of it otherwise. I really appreciate our calls. I don't get to see you that much. As we know, you live in Greece. And like, I really value these calls. And that might be all dad needs to hear to be like, of course. Why would I ever think that Susan never wants to hear from me?
Yeah.
And then
then he might even say, oh, that's good. Because, sometimes I hear from Susan that you don't really want to speak to me. And it's like, whoa.
Yeah. And I think that is it. And I think Susan, in terms of your relationship with Susan, I think Susan would really benefit to some therapy. I think she needs to like really unpack some things from childhood and what's gone on and how she
you guys
handles
have
things.
been super close in the past, so you definitely can be in the future.
And I think she loves
you. And
you.
that is also something that I would like. I know you want the relationship to just wake up tomorrow and be fantastic.
Yeah.
But I also would take comfort in the fact that you guys are sisters, like you are going to be somewhat in each other's lives forever. And like you said, like you did have that time when you were really close, even though you might not see it happening right now. I do have faith that you can be that close again in the future. And you guys have got your whole lives to get this relationship right. And maybe it's that case of, like I can't snap my fingers and just change our dynamic all of a sudden. But if I'm positive about it, and if I'm going to give good energy and make it be the best that it can be, like be the best sister that I can be to Sarah, like not rise to any of these like agitations or yada, 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 because I know that I feel like, well, that's a you problem. That's a reflection of you. Like, I'm not going to feed into that and let it affect me. Then I do have really good faith that your guys' relationship can get back to a really good place. You've got plenty of time to work on it.
I think Sarah needs some therapy. I think I do, but I don't know how you say to someone you need to speak to a therapist. I don't know how you, especially you guys aren't super close.
Why don't you go through your mum?
Yeah, maybe talk to your mum and say, I think Susan's got some things from childhood that she needs to talk about and just like unpack and like.
Or you could even just say to your mum, like, sometimes I feel like Sarah doesn't really like me. I like, is there anything you think I could, like, just open the can, like literally, like, just do it, like rip the Band-Aid off and just like start the conversation. And like, your mum's going to have an opinion on it. She knows you both. She's raised you both. Sarah may be having conversations with your mum. Like, sometimes you need that mediator in between you to help talk you about things, navigate this like conversation, because
all I think Susan needs to realize is I'm not competing with you for dad's love and affection and attention.
If that even is what it is, but it does sound like it.
Yeah. And I think once she maybe realized that within therapy, you can't tell her that she's not, then I do think this relationship will prosper and be beautiful again. And sometimes, with families like that happens, there's a lot happens when you're younger and, people have gone through different things.
Yeah. And you're going to get older and she's going to get older.
Yeah.
And again, that's going to change the dynamic.
The growing and learning that we all do in life, think how much can change in 3 years, think by the time you're 25, Sarah, and she's 34.
I forgot how old she is.
34. Like, think how much of growth and maybe, hopefully bonding and, just growing and learning that
just because it's
can
like
both do.
this right now doesn't mean it's always going to be this way.
Also, Sarah, I know I keep talking about, but maybe you should get a therapist and just so you can talk to her about this. And she'd really be able to help you understand Susan as well. And so that you're not thinking that it's all me, like, oh, what have I done? Have I done something? Have I done something? No, I think Susan has just got some struggles from her childhood that she needs to talk about and unpack and heal as well.
We need to get a professional in here.
Yeah.
We should get a therapist in here.
I would love to be a therapist.
Yeah.
Actually, help people with things. But I think that maybe you start your therapy journey.
And you could speak to Susan about it.
And then maybe it's something you talk about with your family. Yeah, I'm getting a therapist. I just think it will be something good for me to do, as I get older. And then maybe Susan might be like, oh, maybe that would be a good idea for me.
Get the cogs turning in her head.
and then maybe it'll be a good thing for her too. And then you guys can kind of heal and have this beautiful relationship again.
Right. Okay. Switching the vibes. We're changing gears. We've got bachelorette advice. I think since someone wants us to essentially plan a bachelorette. So, since it's girl talk, I have a bit of a different question. I got engaged in January. Congratulations.
Woo!
And we are planning our destination wedding near London. We live in Canada, but my fiance has family in England and we have visited before.
Wait, so you do? I bet you're doing a beautiful British countryside
city wedding even.
Oh, yeah.
London, Mayfair.
Yeah. It's either the buildings or she's doing like a Surrey quintessential British Marquee in the Garden vibe.
Yeah, true. That's actually really nice.
Or a manor.
Yes.
We don't know what the budget is.
Before the wedding, I want to do a bachelorette in London. One day and one night.
Oh, we're
planning
Let
it.
me lock in.
If you were getting married, what would be your itinerary for a bachelorette in London? My friends and I are pretty similar to you girls. We don't really care about partying too much these days in a hot smelly club.
I just got chills. I'm like,
but we still want to make this experience memorable and go shopping, nice cafes, restaurants, do any other activities you can recommend during the summer in London. Right, let's fucking lock in. We've got a responsibility.
Right, Sophia. Let's not frantically throw out things. Let's actually think about this. How many women? We don't know.
She hasn't told us. One day, one night. I think you should stay at the Dorchester.
Sophia, we don't know what the budget is.
I'm going big.
Okay. Well,
she lives in Canada. She having a wedding in the UK.
Let's do a big budge and a budget one.
Okay. Big budge.
Okay.
I think you stay at the Dorchester. It's recently been renovated.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
It's in a good location.
Yeah.
They also do fantastic breakfast and room service. It's like my favorite hotel.
Yeah.
I think you should stay there, get a gorgeous room, gorgeous bathrooms. They also have a spa at that hotel.
I'm thinking
it's
beauty treatments. I'm thinking beauty treatments.
Yeah. I'm thinking gorgeous breakfast in our dressing gowns.
Yeah.
We can have afternoon tea if we feel like it. Gorgeous. Let's set the vibes there.
I'm thinking, so that one day, so I imagine we're checking in the morning.
Yeah.
Then I'm thinking, we're checking in, rooms aren't ready till 3. So I'm thinking we've got afternoon tea.
I'm thinking we have breakfast when we arrive.
Oh, we're getting there that early.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we've got one day. Let's make the most of it.
We're
dropping the bags.
Early.
Rooms aren't ready. No worry. Can we have some breakfast? Sure. We're going to sit in those gorgeous seats. We're going to have a gorgeous breakfast.
Yeah.
Right. Perfect.
Gorgeous.
Now we're in town. Let's fucking go.
Okay.
Where do we go next?
So now, what did she say? She wants to shop?
Shop. You're right near Bond Street. We're going to go up and down there all fucking day long. We're going to hit Mount Street. We're going to go all round
then
there.
I think,
watch your phones though. There are phone thieves in the area.
Watch out. Strap up. You Canadians.
We're also near Fortnum's. Let's go around Fortnum's. Get some cute little bridal bits. Get some cute little personalised
then I'm thinking, go to Harrods, have a nice little time, nip to Jenky, get a matcha, little sweet treat
little
in the
Selfridges, peruse.
A little cook. Yes, Jenky is in Selfridges. Okay, I think that'll be a great stop for you ladies. Go to the beauty hall, buy some face masks. Let's get some sheet masks for the evening before dinner tonight.
Where are we going to get a nice little afternoon cocktail? Where are we going to get an Aperol Spritz at lunch? Where should we go for lunch?
Yeah, because either we want to do like a rooftop in the sun vibe or like a parasol, courtyard,
I mean, if the
let's have a
budget's
drink
big,
vibe.
we could head back to Mount Street and sit at Scott's.
Scott's, I mean, very bouge. Okay, very bouge.
Brilliant banoffee pie. It's
Fish
the bridal shower.
restaurant.
Come on, let's go for it.
It's fish, but it's delicious fish.
Don't let that put you off. It's fantastic.
Do they have any meat there?
Yeah.
Do they?
Yeah.
There we go. I mean, it's meat. It's gorgeous. It's London luxury.
Amazing banoffee pie.
Sophia's talking about the banoffee pie. I've never had it myself.
Fantastic.
Have an Aperol there. I mean, gorgeous. Where can we sun ourselves?
We could sun ourselves.
I mean, okay. If the budget is really thriving, like, I mean, really, really thriving.
Where are we going?
I know the Ritz is renovating their outdoor courtyard.
Oh, they are indeed. They are
So
indeed.
I would maybe take a stop there, have some biscuits, a couple cocktails, some little afternoon light
Aperitifs.
bites, some cheese, some crackers.
I mean, do we come more Chelsea way or do we stay central near the hotel?
I think we stay near the hotel. I don't want you guys to be traveling too much because we've got a big night tonight. So, and then honestly, after lunch, I'd head back, enjoy that room.
So would I.
Do you know what I mean?
Enjoy the spa as well.
Go to the spa, get a swim on, have a sauna.
I agree.
Okay, we're going to get a hairdresser to the room. We're getting blow dries for all.
Oh, fuck it. Let's go.
Yes.
Yeah. Are we going to Magic Mike tonight or is that not the vibe?
Well, she says she doesn't want too much party. But
I know, but that's
maybe
quite fun.
what I would do before you guys go and get your lunch is get the blow dries out and about. That might be quite nice.
That's quite nice actually. Get a coffee whilst you're at the blow dry bar.
Stop by. It's an hour of our time.
That's true.
Lovely deep condition.
That's
and
true.
a lovely bouncy blow for tonight. So
that's true.
none of us have to faff with our hair tonight. It's pretty
Hair
splendid.
is done.
Yeah. Then I would head back to the hotel. Let's enjoy this room. Crack open the windows. Put the robes on.
Should we just open a bottle of champagne?
Yeah, I mean, we don't even
Cheers,
like
girls.
champagne, but let's order some drinks to the room.
Yeah.
Cheers, ladies.
Cheers.
We're at the Dorchester. Let's get it.
Let's get it.
Yeah, then tonight.
What's the night?
I do think it's Magic Mike through and through. I do.
So do I. Purely because
I mean, we didn't even drink. We didn't even get, we were just high on life.
the men get you high enough.
Like, you are screaming without alcohol. Like, we had Coke Zeros.
It's very fun. It's very silly. Like, you will be giggling and screaming and dying.
It's like guaranteed laughter. Guaranteed.
Yeah, you'll be like, ah!
Yeah,
and there's a lot of other like hens in there. Like, it's very fun. It's very giggly. It's very like screaming.
Honestly, it's a guaranteed laughs night because you know sometimes
you can go like and drink, but you can also go sober. Like, we've literally been sober with our pregnant friend.
We've been twice and not drunk.
Yeah,
and not got drunk. So I would go there. You can have a few cocktails, but get the Coke Zeros, get some orange juice.
And also, it's like, it's not your whole evening. It's maybe like an hour and a half.
Yeah, I mean, maybe I would do a later viewing of that, maybe at 10 o'clock. And we could do a long dinner before starting at 7, 8.
See, I was thinking we have some drinks in the room, we hit Magic Mike, then we go for our dinner.
After we've had such a giggly fun time.
And then we're laughing about it all dinner. And then we can sit at dinner for as long as we want.
That's true. And we're not like, we've got to get
Not got to get
Yeah,
gone.
you're right. Because I was just thinking, because she said she didn't want to party too much. But a long dinner after Magic Mike will be absolutely fine.
So champagne in the room.
Yeah.
Oh, girls, let's go see Magic Mike.
Yeah.
Go get ready, get some nice pics in the room, go see Magic Mike, giggle. And then vibes are super high.
And then you know where's not too far?
Where?
Well, it depends what cuisine we're after. Are we wanting sushi? Are we wanting just a good bowl of pasta, good pizza?
I mean, do we suggest Bagatelles, party vibes?
I mean, if you're wanting a lively dinner, I mean, back in the day, Bagatelle was a place for a lively dinner.
We haven't been in many years.
I would say we've not been in 4 years.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure, but it's a really great vibe.
We can't vouch for it in 2025.
But the food is great, and it's always a vibe. And if you want to have a little boogie at the table, you can have a little boogie at the table.
Yeah, and it's like napkins in the air energy when it gets late.
Or if you guys just want a sophisticated, nice meal, I would say maybe a Gigi's. Is it called Gigi? No, a Gaia. Sorry, I'm getting all confused.
Oof.
A Gaia, but I
don't know
food.
if that's a bit too corporate.
But I'm thinking a Saturday night is a different vibe.
True.
We've only been for lunch in the day.
Very
with
true.
businessmen
Very
there.
true.
I think on a Saturday, Friday night, it's a sexy vibe.
It's in your hotel location as
and
well.
it's really close to you. Or if we just want some pasta, I would try and book yourself into like Circo Loco Popular, maybe a Big Mama group. I know it's a bit less a chain, but it's beautiful in there. They're very pretty.
I'm trying to think what other restaurants I've got up my sleeve for party, woo, woo, woo. Like a boozy dinner, like a nice boozy dinner. We can have fun, we can have a giggle, we can have a bit of a party, but we're not trekking around weird clubs.
Well, you could maybe consider a Leo, but I've heard that that's not good in London.
Me too. I've heard it's not the best.
But you're all going to be happy and on a vibe. And Leo is like a dinner with a show.
It's party energy.
I mean, we went to the Windmill. We probably wouldn't recommend that as much, but if you want like a dinner with a show. So yeah, maybe a Leo you could explore. It's definitely
I honestly
expensive.
think if Bagatelle is what it was,
then
that's your perfect vibe.
Yeah.
But we cannot vouch for it in this day and age.
We cannot. And sometimes the crowd is
Sometimes
strange.
it just gives like, but then on a Saturday night it won't.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, look up Leo because I think you're all going to be excited, happy if it's a dinner and it's a show. I feel like it's foolproof.
Yeah.
I understand it's probably not as good as the Mykonos one, but nothing is going to beat that Mykonos one because it's beautiful there.
Yeah, it's so true.
Have fun, girls.
Have fun.
And then, honestly, I get back to the room, put your rose back on. I'd order some dessert.
Yes,
some
I'd order
ice cream.
some good dessert because they have good desserts on that room service.
Like maybe get a cake made by Rakaya's Cakes, get it dropped off before, and we're tucking in to some cake when we get back. And it says batch, 2025.
One penis forever.
Yeah, one penis forever. And then you're cutting it, having cake before bed.
Yeah. And then wake up in the morning. We have one more fantastic Dorchester breakfast to the room. Or, we get dressed up and we go and sit downstairs. But we had to sit downstairs yesterday. So maybe we'll have it in the room today.
Yeah, we could just, we've had a late night. Let's order it in. We want to stay in our dressing gowns.
We'll get some coffees to go to have in the car.
Yeah, and what a time we had.
What a time. Wow. I could do that all day.
I'm thinking the theme, as in for outfits.
Yeah.
It could be just like sequins, foolproof. Everyone's in sequins. You're in white sequins. Or we could do
Girls Gone Wild. It's animal prints. Zebras, lions, cheetahs.
Love that you're also in white.
Yeah, you're in white.
Or
of course.
it's like we could do a red night. I think that's quite powerful. Everyone in red, you're in white. It's quite sexy.
It's quite sexy.
You've got the sash, the veil.
Everyone's in pink, you're in red.
I mean, that's like.
Or are we doing
everyone's in pink, you're in white. It's iconic. Pretty. It depends how much
or
you
are
like
we going
pink.
like Olivia Atwood vibe where it's like the end of the single years, like death to the single years, and like everyone's in black and it's like my single funeral?
That could really rock.
That could really, really rock. Yeah.
I could actually really, really see that.
Yeah. It's giving London night energy.
So is the bride also in black?
Yes, it's the funeral. You're in like black veil, like black lace. Like I'm dying.
Black. I mean, maybe what we could say is you're the only one who's allowed to wear lace.
Yes.
And I want everyone else in just plain black.
You get a black veil.
Yeah, of course.
But like make it cute. You can wear it out.
Absolutely.
It's not a hazard.
It's incredible.
Yeah, you're going to have a great time.
Okay, so that was the big budge.
Yeah. Oh, of course. Right. So, low budge. Let's go.
Budge. I think we're getting ourselves a gorgeous Airbnb. There's some great options around.
Do you know what? Why don't we do, I know it's not really giving low budge, but Airbnb, we could do like a Notting Hill Airbnb.
Yeah.
But Notting Hill's not giving low budge.
No, I mean, I would just keep it central, honestly. I think that's where the party is going to be happening.
We had that really nice Airbnb once, remember?
Yeah.
That's a really good shout, actually.
Airbnbs are foolproof. We're all in one, because it's always a vibe when you're all in one apartment.
Yeah, no one's in different hotel rooms. We're all getting ready together. We're all hanging out together.
Yeah.
You do get a bit more of an energy.
Yeah, then I would go straight out. Where are we getting breakfast? I would go to...
Where are we getting breakfast? This is what London's missing, like good breakfast spots.
Okay, well, I know exactly. So maybe we are going to stay around maybe like the Chelsea area, because I want you to go to Acai and the Tribe and get...
That's newly opening on Fulham Road.
Get an acai bowl, get tuna toast. I want you to get your matches for the girls.
Yeah.
Everyone's having a beautiful, gorgeous, cute breakfast.
And then we're going to take a little stroll. We're going to go up and down the King's Road.
Yeah.
We're going to hit all the high street there.
Yeah.
We're going to go into that chocolate shop at the bottom and get some of that gorgeous chocolate. We're also going to go to that really cute street. What's it called? Off Sloane Square?
Yeah. What is that called?
Pavilion?
Pavilion Road.
Pavilion Road.
Yeah.
We're going to go to Ottolenghi and get some gorgeous cakes for the Airbnb.
Yes.
We're going to get a coffee from Bread Ahead.
Also,
we might even get an ice cream.
You could get lunch down there at Bread Ahead.
Granger,
get some nice pizza.
And that is like sun trap, outdoor seating. It's a very summertime vibe. Yeah. Everyone's happy. They've got a great ice cream shop.
Like the knick-knack shopping and just like the window shopping around there is just absolutely
really, really good.
Sublime. Then we're going to head back to the Airbnb. We're chilling this afternoon.
Yeah.
We're going to freshen up, have showers. Maybe we do get a blow dry. Blow dry around there is It's great. I would recommend Santini Blow Dry Bar. It's actually pretty good. Around
About £30 a head.
Yeah, it's not too extortionate for like London
I mean,
prices.
you could book into like a nail townhouse. Get your nails done if you want a bit of a glam.
all get our nails, but then it's
for an
I feel
afternoon
like
activity.
I feel like we're kind of wasting our time in the nail shop. We know it's batch time, but I understand the thought.
I apologise.
But yeah,
small birthday
I would get a blow, the bouncy blow.
Yeah.
And I would still recommend a Magic Mike.
Me too.
I would put all the budget into the Magic Mike, to be honest. But like, guys, get your Magic Mike tickets. Like, it's guaranteed.
I think that's foolproof.
And I do think it's also a crowd pleaser. Like, we're all going to enjoy this.
Yeah.
Like, no one's not going to enjoy this.
We're all going to be laughing. We're all going to be giggling.
Yeah.
Like, whether we're pregnant, single, married, whether we're 20 or 40, everyone's having a good time.
Yeah. Then also,
where are we going for dinner then? I mean, do you know where we could go for dinner?
Yeah.
It's not giving party, but it's giving gorgeous, delicious food.
Yeah.
Harry's.
We'll always stand by Harry's.
We'll always stand by Harry's.
100%.
Best tuna steak, best calamari ever.
I mean, delicious pizza, pasta.
You're going to get really nice cocktails. It's not really giving like, well, actually, no, we could stay there all night. It's not giving like napkin waving DJ.
No,
but we can definitely settle in there and have the night.
It's definitely a vibe, and it's great drinks. It's not extortionate.
Yeah.
But it's delicious food. Like, we're going to have a good bowl of pasta. We're going to have good pizza.
We're also going to have really, really good desserts. Yeah. And there's bars. They've got 2 locations, but there's bars around there that you can go into after.
Then if you guys want to keep the vibes going, I would just bar hop, go to some pubs. I just see where the night takes you, I think.
Yeah.
Then I would head back to the Airbnb. You've got a cake waiting.
You could even end up in Raffles on King's Road.
Raffles on King's Road. You'd have a great time.
And what's the green place called? Jack's. Jack's.
Yeah, you could go
Giving
there.
Club.
It's a bit of a younger crowd in terms of a hen do, but it's always busy fun. And it's always pip pop happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pippity poppity pappading.
And they would head back to Airbnb, put your dressing gowns on, tuck into your
dessert.
And then honestly, I would head back to Assign the Tribe the next day for a delicious breakfast again.
For a day 2 breakfast.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, try all the matches in town. Jenky, Blank Street, Assign the Tribe. You've got it.
You got it. That's
got
your
it
day
covered.
sorted.
Yeah. You ladies are going to have a great time.
Have a good time, you guys.
Okay, so it's travel season. We're all packing up our backpacks.
Has anyone
heading
booked
out.
their girls' holiday yet?
I can't wait for the girls' holiday stories we're going to hear on this podcast.
And the lads' holiday ones. 'Tis the season.
Hopefully hopefully none of our relationships are ending due to a trip to Ibiza, Malaga, Zante, Benidorm. All the hot spots. So we've got here, Sarah has said, advice for solo travelers. Hi, girls.
Gorgeous. Let's do it, Sarah. Love this for you.
Honestly, love this for you, ladies. I think this is just fantastic. I think it's the two of them. Hi, girls. Fairly new listener here after my bestie recommended. She's a long-time listener. Said we should see you on tour in Bristol. Absolutely. Thank you.
Girls' night out.
Tuned in every week. So you saw us.
So you were converted at the live show. Oh, we must have made a good impression.
Bristol. What happened in Bristol?
What did we wear in Bristol?
Was it Yellow Night?
Ooh, was it Yellow Night? God, if we converted you that night, we must have done really well.
Just check. We were struggling in the we didn't like our outfits on the Yellow Night.
No, we didn't like our outfits.
Was that Bristol?
It was Yellow Night.
Was it?
Yeah.
My instinct was correct. Yellow Night.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a good night though. It turned
into... it was this. Look at the crowd.
Yeah.
You'll be in there somewhere, Sarah.
Oh, Sarah, it was a great night.
It was a great show,
It was a great show.
That was the one night we were a bit off before we went on stage because we didn't like our outfits.
Yeah. It was a great show though.
Yeah.
Okay, so wow, we really got you that night then, Sarah. Got you.
The yellow, you liked it.
Yeah, a little bit of yellow going on. And have tuned in every week since. Thank you for being a real comfort. Sarah, honestly,
thank you, Sarah.
That is just music for my ears.
That is so lovely.
That we got you on the live show like that.
That's amazing.
I'm newly single after an on and off again 2-year relationship. For context, we worked together in a highly stressful sales job, so it's hard to move on. Oh no. This is all making sense now. I just need to get out of here.
I just need to get out.
Like, I don't even need to get out of this job. I need to get out of this fucking country.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I get it.
I need to be in a different time zone.
Yeah. Sometimes that's what it is.
Yeah.
It's like you need to be asleep while I'm waking up.
Yes.
So that you're not even on any sort of radar of mine. Mm-mm. Do you know what I mean? Because you're in a different dimension.
Yes.
You know?
You're in a different realm.
You're so hypnotizing.
Could you be the devil?
Where does she go? Where does she say? A different dimension. You're on a whole whole other world.
A different dimension. Yeah, the tune was just
It was a 2011 classic. Even though it's on a really good and friendly terms, because of this, I'm really desperate to go on a summer holiday and just get away from this home office environment.
I hear you. Yeah.
However, my friends and family can't afford it or have the holiday allowance already like booked off. I am tempted to go away on my own. And thinking Eat, Pray, Love vibes with Julia Roberts.
Yeah.
I love this for you.
Yeah.
I'm really feeling this for you, Sarah. But I fear I may be quite lonely / anxious when I'm out there or get bored. Do you have any advice on solo travel? As I think it will be the way forward for me, but dreading that I'll be making the wrong decision. Tips on activities, tackling boredom, etc. would be appreciated. Pictures attached of me and my bestie before attending the show. I'm blonde, she's brunette. Oh. Sorry, that's why I thought it was the two of them going, because I saw the picture. Just gorgeous.
Oh my God, you guys, you look incredible.
Just gorgeous besties.
Right.
The night it all changed.
Yeah, the night everything changed.
She became a girl's bathroom stan. We love you, Sarah.
Thank you for being here today.
Sarah.
Look, I've never been on holiday on my own. I've never traveled. I've never been abroad on my own. And I think I would be very much like you, thinking like, am I just going to be anxious and actually lonely and just actually not enjoy it?
Yep.
I would be thinking the exact same things that you are. However, I think the fact that you have this desire to go is actually more, because like I have no desire to go to do that alone. I don't want to do that. Whereas the fact that you have that calling is telling me that actually it's just going out of your comfort zone and you should actually go and do it. It's not something that you actually don't want to do. Am I making sense? The fact that it's in you and you're wondering, it means that you should do it.
It means it's already happened in the future.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
Okay,
it means that like you are doing this. It's scary. Yeah. Oh my God, that is really scary. But I feel like
the fact that you're even entertaining it, I think means that actually you just need to be really brave and go and do it. And I think you'll enjoy
Sarah,
it.
I feel like everything's aligned. And I think this is where you're really gonna find yourself and find your feet and just kind of forget about this boy who's kind of like lingering around and just kind of like annoying your mind. And I think you're going to do it. Now, I've never been away fully.
She should go? Do you think she should go somewhere she's already been or somewhere brand new?
Right. I'm just thinking about it. I only did like 2 nights on my own in New York, right? And I had like 2 days alone, right? It wasn't a full trip, but I wanted to test myself too, because I would also be like, oh, that's a bit scary. Then I've got to travel on my own. I've got to get a flight on my own, la, la, la. But I think it's really good at challenging yourself and pushing you out your comfort zone, especially as we grow in age and as women. I think, you know, it's really good, especially because you're single.
Yeah.
And
now's the time.
That's what we need to do. So what I did was booked in things for the evening that wouldn't require me to have to, you know, sit at a restaurant on my own. So like I went to the theater twice and that was like I had something to work towards in the day. Then I go on TikTok, find places I wanted to eat in the day, grab a bagel, some shops I wanted to hit up, or like I was still like Sonny Angel hunting and it gave me like a purpose to the day or somewhere I wanted to sit. And like I managed to fill my 2 days. And I think especially if you're going in and it was freezing and cold and raining.
Yeah.
So it was actually hard for me to be like, I need to be out of this hotel room in the rain, you know? But it's going to be summer. I think the flight, maybe let's stay close, like a Mallorca or
a Spain,
Spain or like an Italy.
I think I would maybe go somewhere I've been before, because like, you were very familiar with New York. I've been a few times. And I think that just gives you that instant, like almost like comfort of like, okay, yeah, this is familiar. I know this. Like I kind of know the airport. Like I know where to get a cab.
I think
like
the key is like remembering the airport. It's like, I've been in this airport before. I know where the taxis are, or like I've already got a taxi booked. It's taken me to that hotel.
Just
that
so you kind of feel like you've got your bearings. Yeah. Like I would keep it, I would probably stay Europe energy. Like maybe it's just that you actually just get on the train and go to Paris. Yeah. Or maybe, you take a little 2-hour flight to Spain or to Italy.
I think it'd be nice to have a little pool or a beach. Just so
I do too, because that's your day.
That's your day.
Like you have lunch at the sunbed.
I think you bring
in all your favorite books. You bring in your Nintendo. You bring in your coloring pads.
You're bringing your coloring. I think you're bringing your book. I would do somewhere you've been before 100%. Stay in a new hotel to challenge yourself, you know, or maybe like a new little area or an area you've stayed in before if that makes you feel more comfortable. So it's like, oh yeah, I kind of remember this street.
Yeah, it's familiar.
You know, I remember, but it's somewhere that you loved, you know, or go somewhere that you've really wanted to go to and you've never been before and challenge yourself, because you will be fine. Like, you manage to get up every day and, you know, go on with life, and you've traveled before. You just got to do it on your own. I keep your big headphones on.
Yeah.
You know, your mum, your sisters, your friends, they're a call away at the drop of a hat. They know you're away on your own. One key thing is never tell anyone you're traveling on your own.
Don't advertise it.
Don't even post on your socials that you're here on your own or anything.
Wait till you get back.
Wait till you get back. You
don't be telling taxi drivers, I'm here on my own.
If they're asking you, I'm going to meet my boyfriend. Yeah, my boyfriend's at the hotel. My friends are at the hotel.
My family's at the hotel.
My family lives here. You know, my boyfriend lives here. Just if anyone is sniffing around and asking questions, just never say, I'm here alone, finding myself. Just don't say that to people, because people are weird and strange and scary. But
definitely, I think plan your itinerary. So you've got a couple like landmarks. Like, okay, well, I've got that to do. I've got that to do on Tuesday.
There's that beach I want to go to, and there's that beach club I want to see.
Just to give you like purpose and be like, okay, I'm going to go out and do that because that's on my list. That's on my list.
And also, in terms of meal times, when have you ever gone into a restaurant and gone, oh, look at that person on their own?
Yeah, you don't.
You've only ever gone, wow, that looks so
nice.
Lovely and peaceful.
Yeah.
You sat there with your own
like
thoughts.
Take your Kindle or just like
headphones, your book. Take your book. Imagine reading your book and eating your beautiful bowl of pasta in fucking Sorrento.
Sounds like a dream.
That is actually my heaven. I would maybe book it. You know, if you want an activity, something to do, pasta making class, a cooking class.
That's true.
I think that would be really fun. You're being social. You can talk to people, make friends.
Yeah.
And then again, just say, you know, my friends are at the hotel. I just wanted to do this, you know, something like that.
And you know what? In the end, like I would just maybe do like a 3-night, a 4-night. And then the worst thing that's going to happen is that you actually don't enjoy it and you'd rather be there with a friend or whatever. And then it's like, okay, well, if that's the worst that can happen, like now I can always say that I've traveled solo. I went somewhere that I really wanted to go. Like I did a really brave thing. Like I did that on my own. Like I'm probably never really going to get the chance to do that again, because there's probably always going to be someone around in the future who wants to go or whatever. Like you've ticked that box and now you know, like, okay, well, it wasn't my favorite thing. I wouldn't do it every year, but I'm glad that I did it. That's the worst that's going to happen. Or you're going to be like, oh my God, I fucking loved it. Like now I've really got this itch to just do this and this and this and this. Like either way, you're going to benefit, I think, from this experience.
I have a funny feeling that you're going to love every moment of it.
Because you're on your own schedule. You're waking up when you want. You're doing what you want. You know, if you want to stay at the hotel all day and get room service for dinner and lunch and breakfast, that's what you do. Like do what you want to do. At the end of the day, it's your holiday to relax, have a good time. You've spent your own money that you've worked for to be here. Like, don't feel pressured to do all these things. Like, maybe it's enough just to be at the hotel on your own and just sit at breakfast on your own, and that's enough.
Exactly. I was just going to say, like, there are no rules to this solo trip. It's not like, well, if you go on a solo trip, you must dine out 4 times solo and you must do 4 activities solo. No.
Do what you want.
If it was me, I'd probably just book a nice hotel and enjoy the hotel. And not have to faff walk in the streets.
Me too.
But then, and get the beautiful room service and just eat in the hotel. But then you probably do want to go for a little walk and go for a little bit of a shop and a mooch and get some ice cream out and about.
After you've been there for a day or two.
Yeah, and I think you'll really love it. And I think I support it. I think just as long as all your friends and family know you're there alone, everyone's got your location, and you're not telling anyone you're there alone. You're
if
going to be
anyone
safe
listening has got some
time.
Successful solo travel stories that we can share on the pod ahead of summer, please send them in. We'll read them out in a few weeks when we get some stories in.
Let's ask that next girl chat as well. We'll talk about that.
Okay.
Because I think that's beautiful. Like I've had the itch to go on a solo trip and I think it's beautiful.
I think it's I don't have the itch, but I think it's beautiful, guys.
Yeah. So I want you to go and I want you to have that moment of just like, I'm single, I'm confident, I'm having a great time, I'm in my own company and I'm having a great time. Like, I think there's something so powerful about it. There is something
so powerful.
Like if you were in Mallorca and you were like, I've got a day today
to do what I want to do.
It's Wednesday, the 11th of July. I'm alone.
Great day.
I'm single. I've got no man blowing up my phone. I'm here alone. It's 30 degrees.
I've got a great tan. And there's a beach a 2-minute walk away. And I've got a great book that I'm about to dive into. Like, I just feel like you've got the whole of Avatar to enjoy.
You're going to thrive. And I think, go do it. Right, we're going to find a quote, and then we mustn't forget we have Star of the Week this week.
We do have Star of the Week. Ta-da! Okay, so a few weeks ago, we asked you guys to send us in.
I'll find the quote.
We asked you guys to send us in Star of the Week stories because, you know, we do love men and we don't give them very much praise very often, but we basically asked you guys to send us in Star of the Week stories from your own Brians in your own life. Yeah. If they've done a good deed this week or if they've just been a great boyfriend.
They were making us giggle because
we've just got so many. So please keep sending in your Star of the Week stories. This is the time when we just give the Brians the praise. So our Star of the Week this week is Matt. Matt, shout out. Your girlfriend Molly has wrote in. Molly and Matt.
Matt Cardle.
yeah. And what Matt has done this week, Molly and Matt have been together for 7.5 years.
Wow, guys.
They have bought their first house, which they have renovated themselves.
Wow, guys.
And Matt has built the whole kitchen extension on the back of the house all by himself. He's been working so hard after work and at the weekends to make our house a home.
Matt, no, stop
Matt
it.
and Molly, shout out you guys. Matt, you've been a great Brian. You're making Molly happy. Enjoy the new home. Enjoy the new gorgeous kitchen.
Like Matt's had a long
so proud of you guys. Congratulations.
And he's still put on his Bob the Builder hat.
Yeah, you know, it's the weekend.
Yeah.
It's Saturday morning. He's getting his tools out and he's getting to work.
Building that family home.
Yeah.
With his bare
hands.
Thank you, Matt.
Thank you, Matt. Star of the Week.
Right, I've got a quote.
Give it to us.
Travel far enough to meet yourself.
Wow, that's very fitting.
Do you think that's beautiful?
Yeah, I like that.
Because it's like, let's just go on the trip alone. Who cares? Then you'll always be able to tell your kids, you know what? In my 20s, I did a few trips alone.
Yeah.
And like, go for it.
Yeah.
It's nothing to be scared of. Like, being alone is beautiful.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for listening. I'm still thinking about Star of the Week. I love that so much. Matt and Molly, shout out.
I'm picturing Matt with his like hammer.
Yeah.
And he's
just
chisel.
working hard.
Do you know what I mean?
Come rain or shine.
I'm picturing him like covered in mud and sweating.
Oh, and you're bringing him cups of tea, passing them through the window. Oh, I love it. All right, guys. Thank you so much for listening. If you would like a bonus episode, we have episodes every single Monday over on Patreon. We have actually just recently hit the 100 episode mark. So there's loads of episodes on there to go and
literally
binge.
100 episodes you can go and binge whenever you like.
If not, you can email your dilemmas to hello@thegirlsbathroom.com.
Follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube.
And we will see you back here next Wednesday.
We love you.
Love you so much, guys. Have a good week. Bye.